It's a good thing I made that checklist of all my to-do things before I start streaming. I just noticed that I got to talking and my microphone was muted, and now it is not. I did just notice that I'm almost at 1,700 hours. Probably won't get it this episode, but maybe the next one if we go extra long. And it is the CK2 Publisher Weekend, so all kinds of Paradox titles are on sale. I feel like that's an advertisement, don't you? I should get a little bit of a kickback from Paradox. Although, it might amount to 1/10 of a cent, let's be realistic. But, I got my coffee. I got my backup coffee. I was about to go clicking around on the other monitor here, but I have to wait for CK2 to load up because it'll hang and freeze and do all kinds of things if I start mucking about. So, we'll just let it go. I'm trying to just remember the state of the game from yesterday in my head here. We were around, I think, 60 or 70% war score in the Crusade. If I hadn't gotten invited a whole bunch of concubines, I should do that right away. I can't remember if I was doing that at the end of stream or not. My plan to do it before and after starting streaming didn't really work because we often go like a 4 or 5 year stretch, and that is too few and far between to get as many concubines as possible. Yeah, so it looks like we're at 59% in our crusade. I think I might be in trouble here on my income. Let's see where we are in our income. We're trying to kill what's his name, that's good. And if we kill what's his name, we get 300 gold. Oh, we have lots of people that we might be able to imprison. What's my chance to imprison this guy? Oh, I cannot, apparently. Alright, what about this Jarl right here? Can I imprison him? I can, at a 58%. Worth. And we'll just ransom him. He's not even my direct vassal, so I don't care too much about pissing him off. We got Beta of York. 77. Ooh, she ran away. That means that this is now the whatever of York. And she's basically a nobody. Oh man, I can invite her to my court too? She's 52. Highly suspicious. She's a Satanist. Because I don't think you can get suspicion on anyone but Satanists. We got 82%. Got him. You see, why was I worried about my money? We got basically endless amounts. I don't think I can imprison him. Next one on the list right here. 70% worth. Egil of Caithness can't afford to pay his own ransom. We got this woman here. Oh, she's nice and rich. Let's see if we can't imprison her. 65% chance, and Toledo will inherit Beta Hose if she flees. Oh, well, she's gone, and he is now the leader of both. We got fabricating a claim. He can't pay. Oh, this guy can pay. 72, we got him. Imprison this guy. Ransom him back. I'm digging the music right now, I'm into it. 89%. Got him. Now this woman here, she's that Christian woman, right? Well, she's gone and run away now. We have fabricated claim he can't pay. And this fellow here, he can pay. 65, who's his vassal? Sweden? Or who's his liege, I mean? Cornwall? Ooh, Cornwall is my direct. Oh, that's funny. He's Estonia as well? Did I misread that? Oh, he wants to kill the Jarl of Cornwall. Alright, he can't pay his own ransom anyway, we'll just leave it. This one says, kill chief, her husband. Right, how about, you pay me some money. This guy here wants to kill someone. I can't imprison him, although apparently I can offer him a non-aggression pact, which is funny. The Jarl of Ostlandet, who is my direct vassal. 66, I don't want to fuck around with that. I don't want to revolt. I don't mind if I'm trying to imprison the vassal of my vassals to ransom them out, because the worst thing that happens if they can't pay, he can't, is that they run away, they flee the court. Which is not a big deal, but if they're my direct vassal, what they do is they rebel. So I haven't really been adding up, but it's got to have been a few hundred gold there that I've just wrapped up. What's the imprison chance here? 59, we'll leave him alone. So that's one task taken care of that I wanted to take care of. Got a couple of sieges I should probably pay attention to. Alright, that's not an issue. And then Greece is being dealt with. Let's... oh geez, I don't have my chat open. Let's look at everyone in the whole world that would come to my court if I asked them. Starting with the oldest. And we're going to do something we haven't done in a long time, which is just invite these people into our court. So that if they have... we're looking for anyone over 25 gold thereabouts. In part because some give us opportunities, I think, to... even if the inheritance won't come directly to us, because, like in the example of Valdemir, we should get this 92 gold when he dies. But in the example of Svanhildr, this gold should go to her children when she dies. However, let's say we catch her in a plot to kill Rakulferson, I might be able to imprison her and banish her, getting all the gold for myself, right? So actually, let's throw a star on that. I gotta go through and clean up my stars as well. Make sure I pay attention to them. And we'll get as many of these fellas in as we can. Anything over 25, really, I'm interested in. Some of these, when they sit in your court for too long with claims, they get that adventurer. But that doesn't bother me too much. There's something about these fellas. Why does he hate them? Well, no reason, I guess, but he's got 100 gold. Almost certainly he stole that money, so I don't feel bad about planning to steal it back, you know what I mean? We said anything over 25, I think. How did this guy get minus 90 prestige? Probably from marrying a woman of a lesser house? Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't look crazy, but there's definitely a few out here. We definitely got a few hundred gold so far. Ooh, look at this fella. Look at him. 1600 and willing to come to court. That's quite a payday. How do you get this much? He's low-born, a low-born Zunist. I like Zunism. I like Zunism a lot. In fact, that makes me kind of want to play around. I wonder if Zunists can be part of the Hermetic Society. Because I gotta admit, I've been getting really bored of dealing with only Fellowship of Hell. There's a 200. Ooh, I went down too far. I haven't played a Zunist game in a long, long time. I think the game before this, in my false start, where I kind of started in 769 and then I messed up a couple of things and I wanted to re-roll. Okay, that was good. Let's load up this other filter here. And just go down from the top. Oh, unattractive, that's real nice. I'll explain once I get to the map there, after we're through picking up all of these, and I should probably be careful not to grab any that are already sick. Because it's just makes for annoying gaps. That one's already sick. We got it quick and we got an attractive so far. Let's mark them both. I know I still have to clean up my marks, and I will do that next. But we're just going through here. We're going to leave that imbecile behind. Grab these slightly older ones here. Leave her because of the chin. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much good. That's pretty good. So, let's clean up our marks, which we haven't touched in a while. Gunnar Ufling, my half-brother. Alright. Kale Kalistos. Alright. Trigvig here. I don't know why he's being watched. Can I invite him to my court? No, it says. Okay, I don't know why he was getting watched. Astrid Ufling. I mean, same thing. I don't really know why she's getting watched either. You would put these people... We got a couple of no character bugs. I hate that shit, but what can you do? So this is Kale Kalastos' daughter. Him we don't have to watch either. Credania. Good. Kraka. That's still funny. These two imbeciles. Let's see the son. He had his hair lip. Double imbecile. Still had a hair lip. That's awesome. Yida, I think we looked at her. Botilder. Nothing super special about her except for the shrewd brawny bit. I don't think anyway. She's got quite a lot of money on her though, so we'll leave her marked. Okira. Alright. Has a strong son. That's nice. Svenhildur, she's coming into court, and that's why we were watching her. I think we marked the few that had either good traits or good money from the last bit. Okay, so that's sorted. This battle here is about to be over. And I should have all kinds of ransoms pouring in. I'm going to check these for... Oh no, that's a bummer. Now, did one of these already have a plot when we invited them? I think it was this woman, right? We'll see what she does. Pause. Sutri. Alright, that's in Rome. The battle for 2.6, that's fine. We could go back to Paragord here. Okay. I kind of want to send that one fellow a couple of students, you know what I mean? To keep the Zuna stream alive. Maybe even grant them some land. Alright, so I can imprison her, but I can't banish her. Let's take her off the mark and forget about that. And why was I ever worried about my brain coral here? 739. So we got died of depression already. I want to look right now in court. Wait, one of these is wrong. Let's change this filter. I want to look at adult no. Let's save that to 2. So I'm looking for kids under 10. Preferably of my... Okay, kind of like this. Is Kolbjorn in the succession for the King of England title? No, it doesn't look like it. But he is a Prince of Wales. I want to educate this guy. I want to give him to the Zionist. And let's change this to faith. And who else? Prince of England here? Why not? Just for fun. Let's keep our options open. Because I'd like to see these guys both go Zionist. And then we might have a way to banish him by then. So a couple of these are going into nice. A couple of them are going to full care. Okay, let's go to my court, load up this filter. We're going to go top to bottom here. Sure. I mean, she's attractive. That's gotta stop. Or keep going, I mean. Okay. Oh, he was quick. I could have passed him the quick in there. Wow, that was dumb. Talk about a little missed opportunity there. I was thinking I should save Alvor here the quick, and I should save Astra here the attractive for someone I was sure was going to last. Or at least to stack genetic traits. Let's scroll down here a little bit and just check everyone that has good genetic traits to see if there are any opportunities to stack at all. No. Damn. And there's a kid here. Let's see if we can get a religious conversion off of him. And we'll go back up a little bit. There's one, there's one. Oh, that's the quick. Alright, we'll start there. Now we're into the attractors again. Let's have a closer look at this list. So I'm populated mostly by dynasties, the too attractive, the quick. I don't really feel like I have to be saving these to stack. So let's just give them out, and we'll move down the rest of the list, pardon me, like normal. Although I am going to check where am I, class 23. Let's start at the bottom here. Yeah, so most of these we can arrange marriages. He has sympathy for paganism already. So why did he convert to Orthodoxy, I wonder? His father was Orthodox. Alright, he must have just been raised that way. Let's let that demand for conversion go through. Ah, perfect. I can publish my findings. Could gain 300 prestige. Would get me annoyed religious authorities, -10 tackle, vassal opinion forever. I think I'll just continue my studies in secret. Alright, so he agreed to convert. That's good. Okay, that's not a big deal. Now, where were we? I think we were up in the 23s or something, weren't we? Didn't I just give class a whole bunch? Maybe that's where we were. Maybe this is where we stopped. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll pass on those two and then call that a day. I mean, because it's not like in that 2 seconds that a whole bunch more opened up, right? Or actually, there's at least 10. So, we'll get a few more. I'm gonna leave that Mandy girl with food poisoning behind. Grab Manfred. Skip Milans. Skip Iwa. And then further up, I mean, I don't know. Could take this one. Could take that one. Gonna avoid the frail. I think that's all. Now what have I got here? Oh shit. Get out of there, Sturla. Now did you hear that? Because I heard someone die. Disappeared under suspicious circumstances. He got murdered. Great pox here. I don't know who she was given to. Died of depression. Don't know who she was given to. Good but bad. Well, that doesn't matter. So he's dead now, I think. So that means I should be able to very safely pull money out of the election. Just like that. And I'm a known murderer now. Well, big deal. I wonder if that can finally get us back into the society. Nope. Need to technically be a sinner versus traits. Murdering someone on your orders doesn't count as being a sinner. Not fair. Break that up. Oh, wonderful, yeah. Give me some more tech points. Oh, nice. Okay, who got wiped out? He did, hey? Go figure. No one left to take revenge. That's one. Let's go to my prisoners. Women. Block that girl, block this girl. Okay. Two for 52. Who's my other one? We got Sidre and Anphos. No kidding, okay. Let it go. An artist in the vicinity. 125 gold. For one of those paintings? Sure. Bruges prospers, that's nice. A ransom there. I think I need to do that again. Okay, let's check this guy's guardian. Now, we know that we want kind to interrupt idolizer. Shrewd would be nice. Willful, brave or ambitious, either one. I think I prefer brave over ambitious. Here's a decent choice. Now we got negative, neutral, neutral, and learning. So learning it is. Let's go back to the court and load our other filter. I think we were class in 23 is the last I remember, but I think we went a little bit up past him. Don't see him at all now. Oh, maybe here he is, here he is. That was Sigbjorn Toke. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Gil. Class the 22nd-year-old. Okay, Sigtrig, throw a couple of him. Oh, we're pretty much out now. And a couple of these older concubines. And then we're out. Alright, let's let that go 6 months. Alright, so shrewd, diligent, seems like a no-brainer. What kind of nice things we got going on here? I like this fella. I like the ambition here, but not the homosexual. She's brawny, we might want to save her for later, so it looks like we're going to throw him at Scully. And what do we got? Neutral, positive, positive. His stewardship's a bit higher, so let's send him there. Now this, over the attrition limit for Varend. Or maybe I should just... Well, good luck with that. Lost another adventurer. Who is actually my court chaplain? That's funny. I'll give it to her. I don't really know, if anywhere, that I want to send that. Oh, this looks important. That should never become Catholic. Crown of Pearls. That's worth checking out. There's Crown of the Sea, which is 0.4 and 222. Crown of Pearls, 0.2 and 222. So Crown of the Sea is still better. Am I getting any occupation score off this? -1, lost control of Koningsberg in Zambia. Ah, I see. A magnificent painting. Plus 2/5. My total from treasury, yeah, it's pretty decent. Not as good, I think, as those hermetics. Alright, let's assign her to somebody brawny and diligent. We were wondering about her after all, right here. Also has shrewd. Was there a brave? We got Ingolfr here is brave. What's my supply limit here? 12? That can fit. $22, $15. This fellow we want to give to someone kind. Diligent if we can. Brave. What are the options? Here's one. And for the focus we got learning. This is only positive. This one's starting to look sick. That's not good. Shrewd. Diligent. Is there a brave? No. Ambitious. There's a couple. This one's shy as well, but I don't think that'd be a big deal. 5 versus 3. Let's give him martial education. Looks like a hotbed of activity over here. We got 2 Lollard uprisings. Oh, I took some attrition. That's too bad. Oh, that pirate wouldn't pay me. Okay. I actually got quite a few good choices this time. And we got -1 and then 2 +1s here. He's 8 on intrigue, so that seems like it's a no-brainer. Plus 52 for controlling Aquitaine. Two little kids brand new here. Two kids not so brand new. So, shrewd here, of course. Oh, looking for a diligent, perhaps. What off affectionate, kind would be nice. And look at that. The almost perfect match. Diplomacy. And the next kid, the twin. We're going to look for shrewd and gregarious. Hey, Nerokiri, how you doing? Yeah, I still been streaming. I've been streaming every day, just not in the mornings the past few days. I've been streaming in the afternoons. No, I'm not immortal yet. I'm sorry to disappoint you. To disappoint myself, really. No diligent. Is there a temperate? There's neither. I'll give you a coin flip. Let's just try and pick out someone with good traits here. Now this is only shrewd and gregarious. Diplo of 2 or steward of 4. Yeah, have not seen the immortality trait in quite some time. Okay, we got him back to normal. That's good. This girl here. Let's see if we can't get her brawny and diligent. Is there a brave in this? Brawny, diligent, brave? Right here. Engulfer. For her focus, martial seems like it's the best choice. Alright, what can I do with my 1500 gold here? Lens in Pharaoh is about to finish. We could build an Oofling. We could build in Bergenshus. But I don't really see an advantage to building up there where I could just build another city down here. Okay, let's build a city here. 816 it says. I think that's worth. Ooh, that was a bad pick right there. Why is this one so low? Looks like I took a pick of attrition after all. Even more attrition up here. It must be the slow fever driving everyone crazy. Alright, so I just saw City Guild Hall built in Lens. Let's get them city walls. And where's next? Fabricate is going to finish city walls. We'll probably upgrade this town market. He wants to marry my random courtier. Does she have claims on a barony? Yeah, man, go ahead. Really annoyed by this shit. Let's go to government view for a second. Where is that? One of these has to be government view, right? There we are. So it's these tribals that are annoying me. Let's just talk to him and see what happens. He won't let me enforce. I could wipe peace, but this is what I want. Give me my money. Am I getting occupation score for that? For controlling Rome? Oh man, if I had realized that, we could have been over a while ago. That should let me force a victory. Crusade for Aquitaine has failed. Pick an ambition, it says. Prosper is all I've got available. Okay, so I think that's my 6 armies there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all of them. Those are my fleets. Let's dismiss my vassal levies. And then what we're left with is all of our retinues. Oh, let's get rid of our ships as well. Okay, so we got this many ships. 105. Oh, that doesn't really seem like enough. Okay. Let's move all those guys up here. That's fine. All of these guys, I think we need 2 groups, pretty much. And we are going to declare war. For Brest, should we? For Normandy, should we? Normandy is 2 I wouldn't mind getting, as a matter of fact. Poitou, that's it. It won't let me holy war for in here. Well, if we get Normandy, then we can actually fight the Germans off. Let's take all these these guys here and fight the Germans with them. Oh, and then the war just invalidated itself. Okay, so what's going on with my wife? I just went down from 7 to 6 in my domain size. Time to switch to stewardship, I guess. Bump that up a bit. The ambition doesn't matter, we're going to lose it in a second. What title could be usurped? Mecklenburg? For how much? 100? Nice, that we can take. I mean, we could give it to this guy, but that puts us over our vassal limit. So let's just throw Mecklenburg at him. Okay. Oh, that timid, I don't like it. So let's look for someone who's content. Gregarious. Slim pickings. We do have a diligent here. This might be our perfect pick. Thora. So it's 5 and 5. Keep her on intrigue. Our war was just invalidated. I think then it's time to holy war for Brez. Ugly kids. Jihad for Syria? It's not my business. My chancellor doesn't want to be my chancellor anymore. That's fine, it's on you though, I'm not taking the blame for that. God damn it. Oh, he owns Barry as well? I didn't realize that. But I want a holy war for Brez, so we're gonna. And we got Sunni rebels in Tunis. Hopefully Munster can deal with that without me having to intervene. State Inquisitor here. Are there any good genetic traits in my dynasty I can prop up here? That's good. Let's add some commanders in the mix. Oh, 22 in defensive, 19 in flanking. Leading the center at 19. I have a lead in the center already. Could always use more flankers. Okay, so Ufig just died. And I believe that it just chose the wrong heir automatically. because the oldest would be Tok here. So let's make Tok our heir. Three children lack education focus. So we're looking for content. Actually, let's pull up my... Oh wait, what the heck? Oh no, everything's good. Let's pull up my education bookmark on Conclave and just scroll down here to make sure I got this right. Yeah, timid is content. Shrewd is also good. And look, there's a diligent right here. It's you, Kraka. You're teaching her. We have 5 versus 6. Let's give her the 6. We got timid here is again. Another diligent. For haughty, I can't give her ambitious because it's exclusive with content, right? I don't really care what else she gets. It literally doesn't matter to me. So, I think that's a no-brainer. And the last kid, this guy, almost certainly dead meat. We're gonna go for content, gregarious. If I can spell gregarious and content right. Oh man, there's no gregarious out there. Content, diligent. Just center at the same one, that's fine. Now, he gets +2 on intrigue education for having fussing, having playful. But his intrigue stat is 0. Wait, how much of that might be down because of this? Alright, so there's really no way to tell. It looks like it's base 2. That's not nearly as bad as I thought. Now what else does this guy even control? Vendome. %. Can I force that? I can. So, there's this taken care of. Let's see what my cap is at. 89. I can build 2 right away as soon as this war finishes. Let's get these guys back down to the coast. Alright, so let's do a little bit of a shuffle. Pick out what our worst church is. County capital, county capital, county capital, vassal, vassal, vassal. And here we've got, this is the worst city. Okay. Oh, duh. That's where my extra domain was coming from. Yeah, I don't want to give it to you. Let's look for someone in my dynasty. Refir, where are you at? Third in line. Haraldr, where are you at? Oh, it didn't say. Scandinavia. Refir in Zambia, where are you at? Second in line. Harain in Sweden. Not even on the list. Sweden is agnatic seniority. What's he the heir to? Something? Nothing as far as I can tell. Guess what, buddy? Now, who owns this? It can be created. If I had one more county, it could be created. Is this guy independent? He is. Well, guess what, buddy? You're about to get shit on. Can I county conquest? Holy war, county conquest? Let's holy war for the even greater opinions. And in the meantime, let's go over to our trade post. We're going to build one there. I'm going to build one here. And that should link up these. And then all I've got is this friggin' problem right here before I can start going around the coast of Hispania with my trade posts. Is that a faction warning? Oh my goodness. Take a look at that in a second. Jeez, do I even need to finish? Alright, let's sort this. Which is the better castle? That one is. And that should mean that I create this duchy now. Okay, and that gets us into our vassal limit. Let's go to our factions. Increase council power, hey? King of England really wants to be involved with something. Unknown sources +6. Unknown sources +6. His opinion of me is -40 for want seats on the council. And various other things. And various other things. But +30 on intrigue. Like he would be -1 overall. Alright, let's go over here. Let's go to this big list. Some of these I can't do anything about. This one here. No, this one here. I'm just double checking for, it's basically Hail Mary non-aggression packs. Does anyone want a non-aggression pack me just because? I probably should have checked this before I ended that crusade. There's a non-aggression pact. Still worth looking for one, I think. Who the hell is this guy? Okay, let's go back to the faction screen. That's a nat. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Let's make sure we're going for the largest first. 6.2. He's 2.9. 451. 1.2. 2.19. It looks like 4.46. He's still larger, but she's second. 2.05. 1.5. 2.5. 980. So that was a good match. Let's arrange a patrol there to get him out of our faction there. Now, who was biggest? The next biggest was it her? Now what else might I do here? We could do a couple fights against Scotland and Ireland here. We could do a holy war against Lombardy. I'm not sure how successful that would be with the amount of ships that I've got. Are these guys independent? They are too. Is this one duchy? Berry? No, that's Berry. And this is Orleans. That just kind of sucks. We could go up and hit Frisia. We've been talking about that for a while. I really do want to use my Great Holy War Casus Belli though. Is it even valid right now? That's a fair question. Declare war. Seize a bunch of trade posts. Holy war, holy war, holy war. No, it does not appear to be ready. But it should be soon, right? I wonder if it says somewhere in here. What my last crusade was. I kind of feel like it's coming up. So let's split this for now. I feel better now. I do feel better. Left the defensive pact against me. I could actually claim Ghana. I wonder if I landed this guy if that would work. Like a holy war for Ghana, which de jure is just this stuff. Like a holy war for what else? For Timbuktu, hey? Well, let's hit him for Ghana. I feel like that's fine. What is, by the way, his troops? 3,500. He's got a ton of prestige. I'm way out of position for this. How many troops can you raise with 1200 piety? He can raise 2000k stacks. He basically get 1200 troops. Not 1200, 12,000. So we're really looking against 1454. Can I just offer him vassalization? No, he says. False religion, and I am a king. Well, let's just ignore it. I'm not too worried about the Ganas. Alright, so we're looking for someone who is kind here. Shrewd, diligent would be perfect. I don't see that. This one's popping out at me right now. So is this one, but I'd rather her. Got an ambitious here. No, still this one's popping out. Neutral, negative, positive, positive. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I wanted a couple of Zunists. Thank you very much. What's my ship limit like over here? 29, 29. Let's get those ships up. Been needing them for a while. Dangerous factions again. 3.21. This needs an overhaul. This is too difficult to tell who the strong people are in these factions. She's 5.67. Is there any betrothal I can make for this one that results in a nap? Apparently not. Really? That doesn't result in a nap? He's my grandson. Let's try it. That's my daughter. Okay. City walls built in lens. Let's go to city walls and lens for a second. City guild hall? Sure. And I inherited House of Sluis. Let's give it to somebody else. Should be able to force that. Where is that woman? Here she is. The realm of the Skraelings. Grave news from beyond the Western Sea. The explorer Thorfinn Karlsefni sailed towards Vinland with 3 full longships, intending to establish a permanent settlement in the New World. Oh man, you guys getting this? Sadly, while sailing further south along the coast of Vinland, they came upon a large party of heavily armed Skraeling warriors. The Skraelings butchered the Norsemen and captured 2 of the 3 longships. Thorfinn himself was apparently sacrificed to their vengeful gods, but a few of his men were released so that they could bring warning back to Greenland. According to the survivors, the Skraelings then sailed the captured ships south towards cities of their great realm, where shipbuilding techniques would be studied by their learned men. I fear we have awoken something dark. Alright, let's see here. There you go. Now what do I take next? Lothian, I think, maybe? I'm not happy with my balance, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time I needed a ton of money. Oh, we got some prisoners here I didn't notice before. One character, 25 gold. Known plots. Jarl of Holstein, who I can imprison at a 64% chance. Lucky. Who's next? Aslag of York. 67. Got her. Ransom her as a prisoner. That guy's not actually in our realm. Nomadal. 52. That was just lucky. That was really lucky. Egil of Caithness can't afford to ransom himself yet. He's broke. King Hakon, the Cruel of England, can't afford to ransom himself. This guy can. 77% chance, and we missed him. So he's done run away. This fella here. Got him. He's broke. I can't imprison him because I think it's because he's in seclusion with their court. Okay, he's not broke, but my chance to imprison him is only 52, and I don't want to deal with the revolt. Oh, I should have checked if she had money first. She does not. The Jarl of Aragorn. 55. Got him. I'm on a roll for some of these. All right. Okay. 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 Sure. Lothian next, I think. Let's get these guys. We got 20 and 16. Holy War for Lothian, please. Oh, I forgot about that uprising. I should get down there and take care of that. Dangerous factions still. Who's the next biggest? We got 3.4. 1.28. What's this guy at? 9.8. Hey. He's got this one woman. And this guy who's betrothed to I don't fucking know who. Alright, so I have a nap with him, right? Can I negotiate one with him? No, I can't. That's stupid. Wow, it's not stupid. Expose him publicly to give me reason to arrest him. A city is finished in Bruges. Now, this faction is growing because I'm actually getting weaker, right? I'm losing a bunch of yeah, hang that guy. Nice. I got diligent back. Increase my stewardship. That's nice too. Okay. Turn him on, put that, and put that. The next time I play Merchant Republic, I'm not going to do this ruling over baronies thing that I did. I think that was a relatively big mistake. But it's what we got. Who do I give that to, I wonder? And where's my retinue cap at right now? We can definitely add some more retinues. Added 6 more, it's pretty good. Probably just time to sit back and let them grow, hey? Our monthly balance is awful. Now we got this Siege of Sousse down there. It doesn't look like these Sunni up rebels. These Sunni up rebels. What the hell am I talking about? Like those Sunni rebels could be fought off by just those guys. Let's group this. Try and split it evenly. Now one of them is going to probably be small, bigger than the other, right? Yeah, this one's good to stay behind because that's the smaller of the two. Now why do they just have all this? Oh, East Anglian prepared invasion of Scotland. 92% in favor of Scotland. Nice. Got a couple opportunities here. Hemming looks okay. Oh no, she died of the Great Pox before I could get... Oh, well, whatever. Okay, now I need to give these out to somebody. To a ruler, no. The Jarl of Munster. Prince of Denmark? Is he heir to anything? No, how does this one work? This is agnatic seniority. Let's give it to one of those little Zunists. This guy here, Kolbjorn. And we just went negative. Trade post finished building. Captured so and so in battle. Okay. Put them down to half reinforcement for a bit. Just so I get out of this hole. Okay, so the King of England died, and now and then I'm the heir? Is that because I'm the oldest? That's just weird. Betrothed can marry? Alright, have at her. Looks like faction got much more manageable now that the King of England done died. I should give that a second for the morale to get up. Oh, and then Hemming just left, man. Oh, god damn it. Pause. We got... That's Hemming's host. He's leaving. Okay. I'm wondering if I could county conquest this one little part of Egypt there. I don't really see anything else that's a wide open opportunity. Does this guy count as a king of England? This little fellow down here? So where's the King of England title at? It got disqualified. Alright, let's assign her a guardian. Hopefully we got shrewd and brawny, and that one woman I think was diligent as well. Perfect. Might get a repeat in. Now, she's open on these three. It's this or this. Let's give her stewardship education. Pick an ambition. What's that telling me? War chest. We could go war chest. That's not bad. Let's go to our intrigue screen. Gonna call it a little bit early here. Just gonna finish up a couple of things. Alright, so that's 70 gold there. Where else we got gold? Nomadal can't afford to ransom himself, so hey, Agric Mix 54. You ask, is CK2 alright for someone who hasn't played a game like it before? A lot of the Steam reviews claimed it to be the best for those used to grand strategy games. Agric, can you think of any other grand strategy games that you might have played that you think looks like CK2? I mean, I think it's very fair to say that CK2 is a very complicated game, that it has a steep learning curve. I think that the basics are really easy to pick up. The closest you've gotten is Civ 5. Okay, I wouldn't call Civ 5 a grand strategy game. I agree that Civ 5 is a 4X game, but this is a little bit different than Civ 5 is, for certain. But I'll run you through the basics, alright, without worrying about a bunch of extra mechanics. This game has no win state, so in Civ 5 where you might have like a scientific victory or a military victory or a diplomatic victory, there's no win state in CK2. The clock starts in 1066 or earlier if you buy DLC which unlock earlier start dates, which would be 867 or 769. The clock starts running in 1066 and it ends in 1453, and whatever you get done or whatever you do in that time frame, that's the game for you. It's very much a sandbox. A lot of people chase achievements, and I think that's entertaining. I chase achievements myself, but what the game actually could be said to be is less of like a 4X territory grabber and more of a dynasty historical simulator. So you start off with a single character in your dynasty, and he has children. In the case of mine, I started off as Horavadra of Ostrogothia. He has one son, Hogni, one daughter, Glod, who died in 805. This looks historical, but this is the game state that I played through. This was my character. I had a lot of children. Some of my children inherited, and they had a lot of children. Some inherited and they didn't have a lot of children. And the idea is that although there's no win state, there is a lose state. If your dynasty dies out or becomes unlanded, that is to say that they have no more territory, then you lose. The interesting thing about CK2, I believe, is that you can't just, for the most part, declare war wherever you want without consequences. You have to have a casus belli before you can declare war. Sometimes your casus belli might be a de jure casus belli. Where's an example of that? Right here is the Duchy of Ulster. Let's throw it on de jure duchies for a moment. So this green that's all the same color is the Duchy of Ulster. 3 of the territories in Ulster are controlled by this Jarl or this Duke. Jarl Thordir of Ustra, right? So he has a de jure claim because his Jarl title includes tyrannical here. Now, because he is my vassal, right, that I am his liege, and this guy tyrannical is the vassal of Scotland, if I wasn't literally, there are certain disqualifications, but I would be able to declare war on Scotland to press a de jure claim on tyrannical, right? Because this is technically his legal territory. That's one way to get territory. You can also marry for claims, strong claims, weak claims. You can also have some claims can be inherited, some claims can't be. So there's a part of your dynasty might be getting claims by marriage. You might get claims by fabricating them through certain council decisions. And without claims, you can't declare war. Sometimes your claims can be religious. Since I am one religion and Scotland is another religion, they're Catholic and I'm pagan, I might have a religious casus belli on them, and that's the only way to gain territory. Well, I shouldn't say the only way. I should say that's the main way to gain territory. I think that a lot of combat mechanics are a lot different than other games. In fact, sometimes they don't even make a lot of sense just in context of CK2. There's nothing you can do during combat to change the outcome of combat, so everything is preparation. You have to choose good commanders, which may have high martial skill and interesting leadership traits that give various bonuses. You can see here this leader is an inspiring leader. He does more moral damage, he has more moral defense. He's an organizer, so he moves a little bit faster on the map and he retreats a little bit faster. Each of these commanders have different traits and they all mean different things. CK2 is also a game of a great many NPC courtiers. You can have, I mean, my court's a little bit special because I'm kind of power gaming it a little bit, but in a typical court, let's find one of my vassals here, you might only have 10 people, right? Your minor vassals that have control of the temples or the cities or the baronies in the lower level holdings of your territories, I'll get to that in a second. And then you have various NPCs in your court. Sometimes they might be given a commander position, sometimes a spy master. You say, can you marry certain people to one of your good military leaders to get even better generals in the future? Yes, not exactly as you describe it, but let me say more broadly that eugenics, that is the mixing and matching of good traits, you can breed better NPCs. And let's see if I've got some examples of that. There are certain genetic traits like strong, for example. No, I'm actually strong, so this is inheritable, right? That all of these bonuses, which I won't get into because that's superfluous right now, they're inheritable. These are genetic traits. There are 4 genetic traits in the base game, and there are many mods that add several more. So you can stack genetic traits by marrying or giving a strong man concubines that are also strong to increase the chance that his children inherit those traits, right? So this guy was married or has a certain chance to pass on these genetic traits to his children. Sometimes that's successful and sometimes it's not. There's strong, there's quick, of which I have no one in my dynasty right now who's quick. So let's look at the world at large. You can see it here. They're a little bit smarter than everyone else. They get bonuses to all of their skills. There's attractive, right? little bit of diplomacy, a little bit of attraction bonus, and then there's genius, which gets a little bit of vassal opinion bonus and a whole lot of stat bonuses. You might have seen when I got rid of this, the very top one here, Gunhildr, the spy master Placencia. She's ugly, so they can go both ways, and there are many more negative genetic traits than positive genetic traits. There's hair lip, there's stutter. I was looking for someone that might have had hair lip and stutter. So yeah, you can breed. You can breed better genetic traits, and that's in the base game. There's a lot of DLC for CK2, and that can be daunting for some people. I mean, CK2's been a game out now for 5 years, and every 6 months to 9 months, sometimes 10 or 11 at the outside, they release a new DLC, so that can kind of become daunting. And there is a lot of DLC for the game. Some more important than others, and generally the price point reflects that. There's a big sale going on right now. I think it even says it in my Steam title, or my stream title, that there's a sale going on right now. The map is pretty big. Let's turn this on to the de jure Empire view. The map is pretty big, and there are a certain amount of, like, call them legal territories or de jure territories. Britannia, Scandinavia. I'm not going to read them all, but you can see them pretty clearly on the map here. There are a number of legal kingdoms, right, which are constituent parts of those empires. And there are a great many legal duchies, which are constituent parts of those kingdoms. So territories are nested that, like the Duchy of Uppland, for example, has 4 de jure territories in it. These 4 counties are part of the Earldom of Uppland. The Kingdom of Sweden has these 7 duchies and part of it. The Kingdom of, or pardon me, the Empire of Scandinavia has these 5 kingdoms as part of it. And each level that you go up gives you greater de jure claims over the other territories. So this is the actual game state right now. I am Scandinavia. There are parts of Livonia right here. There are parts of Kola and Finnmark right here that I have de jure claims over. And I could declare war from that. I'm trying to think of what other casus bellis that there might be. There's all kinds of interesting. Let's talk about character traits and character stats for a second. There are 5 main character statistics: diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning. Each one of them interacts with game mechanics in various ways, with characters in various ways, and there are a great many traits available that are considered character traits, and some of this has a big roleplay element to it. And they give different bonuses to diplomacy, to the opinion that your vassals may have of you. They affect combat in different ways. They affect your, let's call them various resources. They affect your domain limit, your vassal limit in different ways, because you can only control so much territory yourself directly, and you can only have so many vassals, which they in turn control territory directly. Sometimes your vassals can have vassals. I have some, because I'm an emperor, I have some kings that are my vassals. I have some dukes that are my direct vassals. I even have, in some cases, some counts that are my direct vassals. Not counting the lower level various barons and mayors that I might have. Yeah, so this guy here is a count. The Count of Sambia is my direct vassal. He answers to me and to nobody else. There are different well, sometimes permanent, sometimes non-permanent. Let's say that there are various character modifiers besides the main traits that you can also get through various game decisions, various things like that. I murdered someone, and everybody knows that I murdered someone, so I'm a known murderer, and people don't like me so much. I don't have any money. My gold is at -8, although I have a positive income. Right now my treasury is negative, and my armies suffer morale because I'm not able to pay them properly. There are 3 basic resources: gold, which everybody likes; prestige, which nobles take more seriously; piety, which your temple vassals take more seriously; your priests and your godis or whatever, based on your culture, religion. There are different cultural names and religious names for different territories and positions. But yeah, anyway, suffice to say that CK2 can be very deep game, and that's sort of what people mean when they talk about grand strategy, as opposed to just your run-of-the-mill 4x, like explore, exterminate, expand, and oh man, I'm always forgetting what the 4th X is, but you know what I mean. So that's my 5-minute, I guess, explanation of the bare bones basics of CK2. There are, I guess, probably 10 more things I want to talk about. You have a council. Your council has various jobs. There are DLC that expand the way the council works. Conclave expands the way the council works a great deal, and more recently Monks and Mystics added more jobs for them to do. Some of these jobs are pretty straightforward. Your steward, you can send him to collect taxes. Your diplomat, you might send him to fabricate claims. I'm currently running him in statecraft right now because my threat is very high, but that's a game mechanic that you won't necessarily have to worry about until you end up reaching mid to end game, and as a beginner you'll be spending most of your time in the early game, I think, restarting and restarting and restarting. There are various minor titles available, some of them relevant and some of them not. Each one of them usually gives a little bit of opinion, salary, and prestige for your courtiers of various types. There are the laws of your realm. There are different successions. I'm actually playing right now as a merchant republic. I only have one kind of succession, and it's relatively complicated compared to other succession types. But there are some historical successions like primogeniture, where the oldest son might inherit; gavelkind, where the oldest son inherits the main titles, but the rest of the titles are divided equally among the family. There's gavelkind elective, where it might not be the oldest son that gets the main titles, but whoever the community chooses. And then the rest of the titles are divided, as I said. What else is there? There's different levels of gender equality. You can get agnatic, like absolute agnatic. No, let's just call it agnatic, where only the males can inherit. There's agnatic cognatic, where men and women can inherit, but women are only eligible when there are no eligible men. There's absolute cognatic, where men and women inherit equally. Right, so you can have agnatic primogeniture, agnatic cognatic primogeniture, or absolute cognatic primogeniture. You can have ultimogeniture, where instead of the oldest son inheriting, the youngest son inherits. And then again, absolute cognatic means just the absolute cognatic ultimogeniture would mean that the youngest person, period, whether they're a man or a girl, would inherit. And so succession is very important. There are various realm laws. If you buy the base game, your screen won't look like this, because you will still have crown laws and stuff like that I haven't played with in a long time, because I run full DLC. And again, the various ways that taxes work will look different. My taxes are a sliding scale between whether I tax them a lot or whether I tax them a little, and if I tax them less, they provide more levies. I tend to play right in the middle. because I think it gives me a better balance of income versus levies. And they're based different council laws. This is part of the Conclave DLC, so you wouldn't see this either. But I'm running absolute power right now, and because I'm running absolute power, I get factions occasionally. So let's skip over to factions. There's internal political intrigue in your realms. So right now I have two factions, one for independence and one for increased council power, and I balance these as best as I can by marrying members of my family into the court of these NPCs, so that we form non-aggression pacts and they drop out of our factions. That's one way to manage it. I think it's the best way, but if you don't have a whole lot of daughters, it could be difficult to make that happen. If your faction event fires off, you have a civil war, and I can show you right here, like there's a revolt going on right now where this Austrasian revolt is rebelling against the Queen of Austrasia. Here we are, the King of Austrasia. So he's defending against a war of tyranny against him, and he's defending against a war to oust him. So you can have various civil wars fire. There's a technology level, which is interesting. Your technology level impacts what you can build in your holdings, the way that your military works, the laws that you can unlock or use. All of that's pretty important. The military screen, there's not a whole lot going on here. You can hire mercenaries. All right, pardon me, there is a lot going on here. You can hire holy orders, you can vassalize holy orders, but that's a whole complicated thing. And then this is a breakdown of my various vassals and the amount of troops that they could provide me, the amount of troops that they do provide me, based around my crown laws and their opinion of me. If their opinion of me is very low, they provide less troops than if their opinion of me is very high, and they provide more. And it's all based on what their manpower is and what their opinion of me is. So, of course, you also have levies in your own domain, like the few territories that I do control directly here in Bruges, Gwent, in the Duchy of Flanders. They provide some troops, right? Then, of course, there's retinues, which you wouldn't have unless you bought DLC, where you can hire a standing army and use them in various ways. There are intrigues and plots. You can plot to kill people, you can plot to fabricate claims, you can plot to revoke certain counties depending on whether or not it was part of their legal territory, that de jure territory that I touched on earlier. There are various intrigue decisions up here in the top of the screen. Right now I don't have very many to demonstrate for you, but throughout the game there are various things that you can do that add decisions. Factions we talked about, religion we didn't. Religion is pretty important because, and let's get to a list of all the religions in the game right now. You can have various levels of moral authority. The size here depends on, you can see that Catholicism is very large and dominant, but Germanic is making headway because that's the religion that I'm using. I'm spreading that. Normally it's not spread quite so quickly. Societies is new with monks and mystics. There are various societies that you can join that give you various bonuses, and because I'm playing as a merchant republic, this is my succession law. I actually have to win elections against these 4 other dynasties in my realm in order to keep control of my empire. Anyway, Orgic Mix 54, I hope I was able to answer as many of your questions as that I could think that you might ask. I definitely think that CK2 is a game worth buying. It is absolutely, of all the games I've ever played, my personal favorite. Having played games for 20-something years, I think that CK2 is probably my most favorite game for sure. Anyway, I only stream for about 2 hours a day. If you follow me, I usually stream sometime between the morning and afternoon every day, at least 2 hours a day. I have hundreds of hours of videos on YouTube if you want to check out. some of them better than others. I don't have any highlights of anything interesting, but if you're interested in maybe learning how to abuse game mechanics as much as possible, you can definitely watch my stream, because I abuse this shitload of game mechanics and I play in a very gamey way. And of course, there are loads and loads of other streams on Twitch, some of which I auto-host, where people play in different styles, right? Some people play CK2 and they role play, and they say, well, my character he's diligent and he's zealous and he's brave, so he'll have a lot of holy wars, I'll fight a lot of holy wars, but he's shy, so maybe he won't deal with his court and he'll hide from his court and he won't do all, I mean, they do it better than I do, but different people play this game in different ways and they all get different things out of it, so definitely check out some other streams. But I'm at the end of my 2 hours right now, so I'm calling it a day. And if you want to come back and check me out tomorrow, Agurk, you're definitely welcome to. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.